You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages are on sale now. For more information on Ducks group outings, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours to speak with our group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at 631-940-3825, extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Now, kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825, extension 102. Quacker Jack, voted by fans as the best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825, extension 102, to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages are on sale now. For more information on Ducks group outings, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours to speak with our group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at 631-940-3825, extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Now, kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825, extension 102. Quacker Jack, voted by fans as the best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825, extension 102, to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch! Adam Bailey makes the catch! And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
We are live here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, let's play two. It's the Ducks and the Sugar Land Skeeters in a single admission doubleheader. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of today's action. I should say good afternoon. Not quite evening yet, but good afternoon to everybody. Thanks so much for joining in here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. We're coming to you on Facebook Live, liducks.com, and youtube.com/DucksBaseball. So the Ducks are back home after a very successful road trip once again. They went to Lancaster, Pennsylvania to take on a struggling Barnstormers squad and took all 4 games from the Stormers, including a 4-2 win on Thursday evening to wrap up the series. Ducks end their season series with the Barnstormers with a record of 17-4 against Lancaster. Remember, last year the Ducks lost 10 of the 17 meetings with the Barnstormers, but the Ducks just absolutely turned the script on them this year. Complete domination. There were a lot of close games in that season series, but 17 wins in 21 tries against the Barnstormers. The Ducks have now won a season-high 7 consecutive games. They're 26 games over 500, which is 27 games over 500, which is a high watermark for the year at 75 wins to 48 losses. And in the second half of the season, they now have a record of 32 wins to 21 losses. They enter the day by a 5.5 game lead over the New Britain Bees, who lost last night against the High Point Rockers. So the Ducks with a 5.5 game cushion over the Bees, 7.5 over the Rockers entering play today in the second half Liberty Division standings. As for the Skeeters, they had a 5-game winning streak halted on Thursday night. That was at home against the York Revolution, who took the series finale 10-8 in 10 innings. Skeeters have actually played back-to-back extra inning games, but they did take 2 out of 3 against York, and again, they have won 5 of their last 6 games overall coming into this series. And this half, they have a record of 30-23. They currently sit 1.5 games behind the York Revolution for the second half Freedom Division title. And overall, the Skeeters this year, 65 wins to 58 losses. This series will be a good test for the Ducks and a good preview of potentially what we could see in the Atlantic League Championship Series once again, as the Ducks and the Skeeters both have won the first half titles in their respective divisions. Both are vying for the second half titles in their respective divisions as well. And depending on how the seeds end and how the teams end their seasons, we could be looking at a single wild card or a double wild card scenario, depending on whether or not either team or both teams end up winning the second half in their respective divisions. But these two teams have played well overall this year. The Ducks are playing some of their hottest and best baseball of the season. We're going to take a break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll recap Thursday's series finale against the Barnstormers with some audio highlights included. Don't go anywhere. Baseball coming up soon.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLINY.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Getting ready for baseball on this Saturday afternoon. A single admission doubleheader coming up between the Ducks and the Skeeters. 2 7-inning games between the teams today after they were rained out last night with the remnants of Hurricane Dorian making its way to the northeast. Last time the Ducks played was on Thursday. That was against the Lancaster Barnstormers in Pennsylvania, and the Ducks got off to a good start en route to a 4-2 win. They were facing left-hander and former Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year Nate Reed in the game, and it started off well. Back-to-back singles by Darby Myers and Vladimir Frias gave the Ducks runners at the corners, nobody out, and up to the plate stepped Lou Ford. Now the pitch, and Ford drives one in the air to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Myers will score. Frias will get the stop sign at third. Lou Ford continues his red-hot hitting with an RBI single to right, and the Ducks strike first for the first time in this series. They lead it 1-0. L.J. Mazzilli would drive in another run with a double play ball, and so the Ducks had an early 2-0 advantage. Barnstormers would play to run in the bottom of the first inning against Duck starter Brian Mattis, who allowed the Barnstormers to load the bases on a single, a walk, and an error, but ultimately got out of the inning with only 1 run conceded on the RBI fielder's choice by Michael Martinez. He struck out Parker Morin and then Melvin Mercedes to end the inning. Ducks would get the run right back in the second inning with 1 out. Ramon Cabrera, single to center, stole his first base since 2017. John Apostolo followed with a base hit up the middle, and that brought Clint Freeman up. 2-1. Fisted out in the left field, a base hit for Clint Freeman. Cabrera is going to score. Rounding third, Apostolo. Now he gets the stop sign as the throw comes in from Torrance. It's an RBI single the other way for Clint Freeman, and the Ducks get the 2-run lead back. It's 3-1. So 3-1 after the RBI single off the bat of Clint Freeman. And the Ducks would take that lead into the bottom of the 4th inning, but Brian Mattis would allow a leadoff solo home run of Michael Martinez out to left. his second RBI of the game, his 9th home run of the year, and that brought the Ducks' lead down to just one more time. It was 3-2. 2 more walks would follow in the inning, one to Devon Torrance with 1 out, and one to Casey Hobson with 2 out, but Caleb Gindle would pop to third to end that threat, and Mattis would retire all 3 batters he faced in each of the next 2 innings to end his quality start. Meanwhile, the Ducks would restore their 2-run lead in the 7th inning. John Apostolo reached on an error to begin the inning, was sacrificed to second, moved to third on a ground out, and with 2 away, up came former Barnstormer Vladimir Frias. 3-1 pitch, and Frias hits a ground ball off of Reed. It caroms to the first base side, and Frias is going to be safe. In to score from third is John Apostolo, a 2-out RBI infield single from Vladimir Frias, and the Ducks now lead it 4-2. So a close play there, a hard comebacker, but Reed was unable to get the out at first, and so the Ducks led it 4-2 at that point. After a scoreless inning in the 7th from Ishmael Cabrera, Pedro Beato took over in the 8th inning on the mound. Joe Tardosovich got on base with a walk, and then a stolen base moved him to second. So he was there with 1 out, and up to the plate came Parker Morin when the Ducks turned a defensive gem. 2-1. Fisted in the air to shallow left center. Long run in for everybody. Mazzilli, a dive and a catch. What a play. They throw to second. He's out. What a double play turned by the Ducks. L.J. Mazzilli with a diving grab in left field to rob Morin of the base hit, and then he doubles off Joe Tardoslovich at second base for the final out of the inning. So that keeps it 4-2. It would stay that way going into the bottom of the 9th, and Beato got into some trouble. Allowed a single to Michael Martinez to begin the inning and a walk to Melvin Mercedes, but Devon Torrance popped out foul to third on a bunt. Darian Sanford fly to center for the second out of the inning, and the last hope for the Barnstormers was Casey Hobson. Beato is ready once again. 3-ball, 2-strike, 2-out pitch here in the bottom of the 9th. Kicks and comes home, and it is taken for a called strike 3. A nasty breaking ball from Beato freezes Casey Hobson. Beato with a 6th-out save for his 9th save of the season. This ball game is over. The Ducks defeat the Barnstormers 4-2 to complete a 4-game series sweep, and it's lucky 7s for the Ducks, who have earned their 7th consecutive win. So the Ducks win it 4-2, 7 wins in a row for Long Island, 10 hits to 3 in favor of the Ducks in the game. Each side had an error. Each side left 7 on base. Winning pitcher was Brian Mattis, his first win as a Duck as he improves to 1-2. The loser, Nate Reed, falls to 4-4, and Pedro Beato earned his 9th save in a game that lasted 2 hours and 47 minutes before a crowd of 4,116 at Clipper Magazine Stadium. So that's the recap of the Ducks' most recent game on Thursday night. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the pitching matchup here for Game 1 of the doubleheader. It'll be a matchup of righties throughout the series, and in Game 1, the Ducks will send Brandon Beachy to the mound against former Duck Carlos Pimentel.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Rick Tomlin, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We are just about ready for baseball on this Saturday afternoon. Game 1 of a single admission doubleheader coming up between the Long Island Ducks and the Sugar Land Skeeters. 2 7-inning games today with a break of about 30 minutes in between. Game 1 will feature a matchup of right-handers on the mound, and for the Ducks, it'll be Brandon Beachy, who has won 4 of his 5 starts as a Duck thus far. He is 4-0 with a 3.00 ERA. In fact, he has won 4 of his 4 starts, 4 of his 5 appearances. His first outing was actually a 3-inning relief appearance, but has won all 4 of his starts in 24 innings, has given up 20 hits, 10 runs, 8 of them earned, has walked 12, and has struck out 24. He got the win in his Bethpage Ballpark debut as a member of the Ducks his last time out, and that was on Saturday night a week ago against the Somerset Patriots, when he threw 5 2/3 scoreless innings, gave up 3 hits and 3 walks, and struck out 5 in the Ducks' 3-0 win. Today will be his first action against the Skeeters here in 2019. On the flip side of things, the Ducks will see their former right-hander, Carlos Pimentel, who was a member of last year's Liberty Division Championship squad for the Ducks. Pimentel has been very good for the Skeeters since signing with the club in early June. He has made 15 appearances, 9 of those starts, and is 6-1 with a 2.09 ERA, giving up just 16 runs, 14 of which have been earned. In 60 1/3 innings of work, he has walked 25 and struck out 61. Earned the win in his last outing. That was against the High Point Rockers last Saturday down in Sugar Land, Texas. And that day he allowed 1 run over 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, did walk 4 batters, which was a season high, and struck out 4 as well. Pimentel has faced the Ducks twice this year. In Sugar Land, most recently he pitched, it was July the 14th, got the start that day, and he threw 6 shutout innings, giving up just 4 hits and a walk while striking out 2. On Long Island, July the 1st, he took a no decision and allowed 3 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks over 5 innings while striking out 6. So both starters in Game 1 have certainly seen their fair share of success thus far in 2019. Should be a good matchup. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and first pitch as the Ducks and the Skeeters open up today's single admission doubleheader.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak, there's a blood clot in your brain, you're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444, a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey Ducks fans, it's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, we are just about ready for baseball as the Long Island Ducks and the Sugar Land Skeeters face off in a single admission doubleheader today. Yesterday, the two teams rained out, but we'll play 2 7-inning games today and then a quick turnaround with the series finale tomorrow afternoon. Ducks have taken the field wearing their alternate black uniforms here for Game 1. The Skeeters will come up to the plate wearing their alternate royal blues here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. And presumably we'll see both teams switch up those jerseys for Game 2, as we typically see during doubleheaders. The crowd, meanwhile, continuing to file in here at the Duck Pond before this game. Most of the fans, I think, today that were planning on coming to the originally scheduled game today at 6:35 might not have realized the early start time with the doubleheader, maybe arriving a little bit late after spending some time at the beach or elsewhere on Long Island. So as we get ready for the start of the game, let's go through the starting lineups for the Skeeters, who again are 30-23 in the second half, 65-58 overall. Winton Bernard will lead things off. He is the left fielder. Juan Silverio bats second and plays second base. Hitting third and right field is Zach Bornstein. The cleanup hitter and first baseman is Dennis Phipps. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Albert Cordero. The sixth hitter is the third baseman, DJ Peterson. Anthony Ginsanti bats in the seventh spot. He is the center fielder. Cody Stanley will hit eighth and serve as the DH. And rounding out the order for the Skeeters is their shortstop, Jason Martinson. On the other side for the Long Island Ducks, who are 32-21 in the second half, 75-48 overall this year. They will line up like this. Ray Fuentes leads things off. He is the center fielder. Batting second, playing shortstop, Vladimir Frias. In the 3-hole at second base, L.J. Mazzilli. And the cleanup hitter is the designated hitter, Hector Sanchez. Davidson Romero will bat fifth. He'll play third base. David Washington is the first baseman and sixth hitter. Ramon Cabrera does the catching. He will bat seventh. The 8 hitter is the right fielder. That is Daniel Fields. And rounding out the order for the Ducks in left field today will be Darby Myers. So I have to look at the starting lineups for these two teams as we are just about set for baseball. Winton Bernard will make his way up to the plate for the Skeeters. And coming up to the mound for the Ducks is right-hander Brandon Beachy. Michael Pollack here with you. Thank you so much for tuning in on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. We appreciate you spending part of your Saturday with us. Hope your weekend is off to a terrific start and a much drier day today after the cold, chilly, rainy day yesterday with the winds from Hurricane Dorian blowing by. First pitch here is a fastball up and inside for ball one, and we are underway.
Start time of the game is 4:35.
4:35, our official first pitch time here at Bethpage Ballpark. We'll get the temperature momentarily. Beachy's 1-0, and that one is a little bit low and outside for ball two.
Temperature of the game is 73 degrees.
73 degrees is the official temperature of the first pitch. 2-0. And Beachy misses high and in tight, so 3 straight out of the strike zone from Beachy to start off this ball game. Skeeters just now getting their first base coach, making his way out towards the first base side. And there Beachy deals a strike to move the count to 3-1. Bernard at 283, 3 homers, 31 runs batted in. 3-1. And this one hit high in the air down the left field line. Going out is the shortstop, Vladimir Frias. On the run, he won't get it. It's going to land for a base hit. Bernard going for 2, the throw from Myers, and it is not in time. So a leadoff bloop double down the left field line off the bat of Winton Bernard. And that is how we get started here in the top of the first inning. Good hustle by Bernard. Saw off the bat that had a chance of falling in.
Second baseman, number 27.
But ultimately, racing back was Frias. It was over his head, could not get it done. And Myers had a long way to go to try and get there, but ultimately could not get to it either. So for Bernard, his 9th double of the year. Skeeters have a runner at second with nobody out. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Juan Silverio, who bats from the right side. Beachy gets the sign. He works from the stretch. First pitch on the way, and he deals a fastball that misses high and inside for ball one. Couple pitches in this at-bat. Beachy hasn't missed by much. So the count 1-0. Silverio hitting .288 on the year, having a very nice season for the Skeeters, who overall have had a pretty solid year. 1-0 delivery. Long wait, now Beachy deals, runner bluffed at second, and Beachy gets a strike over the outside corner. That'll even things up at 1-1. "13 home runs, 62 RBIs, and 74 runs on the season for Silverio, so he's been a productive hitter in this predominantly right-handed lineup for the Skeeters. Beachy's 1-1. Line foul. Past the Skeeter dugout and into the crowd. Fortunately, it looks like it did not hit anybody in the stands and carry him back onto the field of play. And now Silverio behind at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beachy usually throws in the mid to upper 70s with his fastball and slider. Also throws a curveball that sits in the upper 70s. Beachy stepped off the rubber, faked the throw back to second to chase Bernard back to the bag. Time called here at home plate. And Ramon Cabrera will go through the signs once again with his right-hander. It's the second home start for Brandon Beachy after making 4 road appearances, 3 road starts to begin his Ducks career. 1-2. Ripped to short, fielded on the backhand and bobbled by Frias, and everybody's going to be safe. That ball hit right at Frias on 1 hop, and the ball just went right into and out of the glove of Vladimir Frias, so safe at first base is going to be Silverio. And now the Skeeters with runners at first and second. Nobody out. And up to the plate is going to step the lefty swinging Zach Borenstein. It's going to go down as an error on Vladimir Frias. His 13th error of the season. Again, the ball was hit fairly hard, but right at Frias, and it just seemed to go into and out of his glove there at short. Fields that ball, Silverio is out at first. Here's Borenstein from the left side. First pitch, and Beachy misses up and away with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. .271 batting average for Borenstein, 16 home runs, 62 runs batted in on the year. Frias, the shortstop, playing behind the runner at second. 1-0. Fouled over the screen, back behind the plate. And the count even had 1 ball and 1 strike. Beachy actually got off to a very good start in his last outing, retired the first 8 hitters he faced against the Somerset Patriots last Saturday night as part of the 3-0 Ducks win. 1-1 pitch. Borenstein takes a breaking ball. This one misses off the outside corner. Now the Skeeters showing good patience here. The count moves to 2-1. Both of these teams got much needed rest yesterday with the rain out. Nobody likes to play double headers, but I think both teams certainly were okay with the off day yesterday. Swing and a miss at a good breaking ball down in the dirt by Beachy. Bonham just dropped right out of that pitch. And Borenstein now with a count of 2-2. Again, the Skeeters had played back-to-back extra inning games and then, of course, had the flight to Long Island yesterday, whereas the Ducks had the 4-game series in Lancaster and haven't had a day off since August the 12th. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pulled the string. Good curveball from Brandon Beachy. He picks up his first strikeout of the day. And there's 1 man down here in the opening inning.
Visit the Cradle of Aviation Museum located in Garden City.
So up to the plate now will step Dennis Phipps.
Number 29, Dennis Phipps.
We talked about that good patience. The Skeeters have 447 walks drawn by their offense coming into play today. That is second most in the league behind New Britain, who has 484. So that is certainly something that the Ducks will have to pay attention to. The Skeeters like to be patient at the plate and work the count. Runners lead from first and second with 1 down. Here is Dennis Phipps. Beachy's first pitch, and Phipps a check swing foul ball straight back to the screen. And the count 0-1. Phipps a .246 batter this year, 21 home runs, 68 runs batted in. Big source of power in this Skeeter lineup that certainly has power from top to bottom, mixed in throughout the order. Beachy looking for a ground ball at one of his infielders. He steps off and fakes a throw back to second, where Winton Bernard leads. Skeeters do have speed too. Bernard, the runner at second, is 22 of 23 this year in the stolen base department. And Silverio, the runner at first, is 17 for 21. 0-1. Curveball catches the outside corner for a strike. Phipps did not agree, but the count now 0-2. Looked like a slider that time from Brandon Beachy that just caught the top of the strike zone. 0-2 delivery. Beachy kicks and comes home, and this pitch misses downstairs. Blocked by Cabrera. And that'll move the count to 1-2. Waiting in the on-deck circle, the switch hitting catcher, Albert Cordero. Runners take their leads. And the 1-2. Breaking ball rocketed into left center field. On the run, Ray Fuentes. He dives and can't make the catch. It's a base hit, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. 2 runs are going to score easily as Bernard and Silverio trot in, and going into third with a stand-up triple is Dennis Phipps. The Skeeters take a 2-0 lead. Good effort by Ray Fuentes in center to try and dive and make that play. If he comes up with it, it's an incredible catch. But ultimately, it gets by him, and the slow-footed Phipps is able to pick up his first triple of the season. So give Phipps his 69th and 70th runs batted in of the year. Bernard and Silverio score on the play. And now runner at third with 1 man out. And that'll bring to the plate the switch hitting catcher, Albert Cordero. Infield will come in all the way around for the Ducks. One of those runs earned, the other unearned because Silverio reached on the error by Frias. First pitch fouled off here for a strike one. Trackman had it at 103 miles per hour on the exit velocity off of that line drive by Dennis Phipps to center. And Fuentes, who was playing mostly straight away, but maybe a step or two towards right center against Phipps, had a long way to go to try and get to it, and again, it just eluded his glove. Phipps leads off third, the 0-1. Cordero chops one on the ground to second base. That won't get the run home. Mazzilli looks the runner back, throws to first in time for the out. Big out there for Brandon Beachy. And there's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 23, DJ Peterson.
So a two-away in the inning. That'll leave it up to DJ Peterson. This will be the first look the Ducks get at DJ Peterson. He was not with Sugar Land the last time these two teams faced, which, by the way, wasn't since the first series of the second half. Ducks played a 6-game series in Sugar Land right out of the gate in the second half as the first pitch is fouled off by Peterson for strike one. Ducks and Skeeters split the 6-game series, and that was the last time these two teams faced until this weekend set, which will be the final series between these two teams until the postseason potentially. 0-1 is a swing and a miss. Good slider off the outside corner, 0-2. Peterson at 292 on the year, 6 home runs and 16 runs batted in thus far in a Sugar Land uniform. 0-2. Good curveball, and it's hit well in the air to left center field. Ray Fuentes going back to the track. He looks up, and you can forget it. A 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run home run over the left center field fence off the bat of DJ Peterson. It is his 7th home run of the year, and the Skeeters swinging the bat here early. They now lead it 4-0. So a tough start for Brandon Beachy, although 3 of the runs unearned because of the error by Vladimir Frias in the inning. Had Frias made that play and the rest of the inning unfolded the way it did, the inning would have been over on the Cordero ground out. But you give a good team like the Skeeters free outs, and they'll take advantage. Now it's Anthony Giansanti, and the first pitch fastball here is on the inside corner for strike one. Giansanti at 253 is a batting average, 8 homers, 45 runs batted in. Fouled straight back, and the count goes to 0-2. Trackman statistics on that home run, 406 feet to left center field, a 101 mile an hour exit velocity, and a 34-degree launch angle. That was a shot off the bat of Peterson. Just didn't know if he had gotten under it too much. Here, a ground ball to third, scooped up by Davidson Romero. His throw to first low, but a nice pick out of the dirt by David Washington, and that'll retire the side. But not the start the Ducks were looking for, as the Skeeters played 4 runs in the inning, although only one of them is earned. They pick up 3 hits in the inning, all for extra bases. There was one big error, and ultimately the bases are left empty. We played a half inning here in Game 1, Sugar Land 4, and the Ducks coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford Giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. not the start the Ducks were looking for, as they are immediately put into a 4-0 hole, courtesy of a 2-run triple by Dennis Phipps and a 2-run homer by DJ Peterson. Skeeters with an early 4-0 lead. The good news for the Ducks is they have plenty of time to come back, and they'll try and get to work here in the bottom of the first as they face right-hander Carlos Pimentel. Pimentel ready to go on the hill, and his first pitch to Ray Fuentes is a fastball right down the middle for strike number 1. Fuentes gets the start in the leadoff spot today. Darby Myers typically has been in that spot, but they put Myers in the 9 spot today, and Fuentes leading off. Here, Pimentel throws a breaking ball that misses low and inside, 1-1. Fuentes' batting average up to .258 on the year, 13 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Pimentel from the stretch, the 1-1. Fastball runs down and away. And now Fuentes ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike. Wind blowing out to right field here today. I'm not sure really that had much effect on the home run, but it is blowing out to right field this afternoon, and a fairly stiff breeze at that. 2-1. And this pitch just misses the outside corner. Pimentel tried to paint the black, but it was too far outside. And Fuentes with a good hitter's count at 3-1. Mostly cloudy skies overhead, some peaks of blue sky in between. The sun was shining most of the day today. 3-1, and that's high and outside, ball 4. So Ray Fuentes draws the leadoff walk as Carlos Pimentel misses on 4 of the 5 pitches he throws to the Ducks leadoff hitter.
Number 1, Vladimir Frias.
Well, coming into the day, Pimentel had 25 walks in 60 1/3 innings. However, in his first 6 outings of the season, which were all in the bullpen, he walked none in 4 of the 6 and only 1 in 1 of those 6. So in 5 of those 6 outings, he walked 1 or none. First pitch on the way, and Vladimir Frias pops one in the air foul back behind the plate for strike 1. But since becoming a starter, he has had some troubles with walks, especially in his last 5 outings, where he has walked 3 batters in 3 of the 5, and his last time out he walked 4. So he's had multiple walks in each of his past 5 outings, and in 4 of the 5 he's walked 3 or more. So we'll see if the Ducks can show patience against him. 0-1, and the breaking ball here to Frias misses up above the letters to even the count at 1-1. Frias is up to .238 on the season, 8 homers, 34 runs batted in. I say up to .238, but he had been struggling for most of the year. He's really been swinging a very good bat of late. 1-1 to the switch hitter. Fuentes leads, and the pitch is taken off the inside corner. Ball number 2. Frias has reached base safely in 13 of his last 15 games. He's hitting .344 in that span. That's what I was talking about in terms of the batting average rising up. 2-1. Lifted in the air to shallow left. Going to be a tough play. Going out is the shortstop Martinson. He makes the nice running catch over the shoulder in shallow left. Looked very similar to the ball that was hit in the first inning that eluded Myers and Frias in shallow left. But a good play made by the shortstop Martinson, 1 away, and that'll bring up second baseman L.J. Mazzilli. By the way, Mazzilli's the 10th batter of the game today. Did you know you could join Planet Fitness for as low as $10 a month? Visit planetfitness.com today to find your nearest club and to learn more. Pimentel comes set at the belt, his first pitch, and Mazzilli pops one up. Foul territory, or is it fair territory, right along the first base line. It'll stay fair. Dennis Phipps makes the catch, and on one pitch, Mazzilli is retired for the second out. So Mazzilli aggressively swinging early in the count against Pimentel, pops out to first. And after the leadoff walk, back-to-back pop-outs induced by the Skeeter right-hander. So that'll leave it up to Hector Sanchez for Long Island. Speaking of hot bats, nobody may be hotter than this guy right now with the streaks he has going. First pitch, and that fastball is taken on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Sanchez comes into the day today with a 16-game hitting streak and a 24-game on-base streak, both season highs for a Ducks player. 0-1, down in the dirt, good block by Albert Cordero. Actually, looks like it might have caught him in the hand. Fuentes thought about it, but was unable to try and take second, as the ball did not elude the catcher by much. So now the count 1-1 on Sanchez. Four 0 Skeeters as we play here in the bottom half of the first inning. Ray Fuentes, the runner at first with 2 down. 1-1, runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. The throw to second base is not in time. And a stolen base for Ray Fuentes. Number 16 on the year for Fuentes, who is 16 for 22 now in the stolen base department. So the Ducks get a runner in a scoring position with 2 outs. Of course, it would be great to get all 4 runs back right away, but the Ducks will be okay if they can just try and start chipping away at the deficit. Again, they don't have as much time to do it, given that it's a 7-inning game. 1-2. There's a swing and a foul tip. Just getting a little piece of it with Sanchez at home plate. Sanchez getting the half day as the designated hitter. We'll see if he starts game 2 behind the plate. And although it is only a 7-inning game, again, the Ducks still have plenty of time. We're in the first inning, so not the ideal start, but plenty of time to bounce back. Fuentes leads off second with 2 down. Pimentel's 1-2 is a fastball that misses high and outside, and that will even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game 2 for the Ducks. They'll send Seth Simmons to the mound. The Skeeters with Troy Scribner on the hill. 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3. Good pitch by Pimentel over the outer half of the plate. First strikeout of the day for the right-hander, and that'll end the inning. No runs for the Ducks, no hits. They get a walk and leave a man on base. After 1 inning of play, it's the Skeeters 4 and the Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way. Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the brand new Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 brand new inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Bethpage Ballpark.
Four 0 in favor of the Skeeters. We move to the second inning of play here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Fans, the 20th anniversary season of Ducks Baseball is presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center, a member of the Catholic Health Services of Long Island. They are at the heart of health. So Brandon Beachy will look to bounce back in the second inning after a rocky start. Was not helped out by his defense, as Vladimir Frias made a rare error at short, one hopper that went into and out of his glove. And now timeout is called here. Beachy stepped off the mound and it looked like he had a bug or something like that near him and was trying to knock it away with his hat. It looks like now we're ready to resume play. First pitch on the way to Cody Stanley. And a fastball is taken on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Stanley is hitting .265, 5 homers, 39 runs batted in on the season. Beachy's 0-1 misses downstairs. And that'll even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Beachy looks in for the sign from his catcher, Ramon Cabrera. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up in the air behind third base. Davidson Romero seems to have a beat on it. Now he gives way to the shortstop, Frias. And Frias will make the grab for the first out of this second inning. So Cody Stanley is retired, 1 away. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Jason Martinson, up to bat. And Martinson has been a tough cookie for the Long Island Ducks this year. .282 hitter, but he's got 4 homers on the year against the Ducks. Him and Zach Borenstein, each with 4 home runs this season. First pitch on the way from Beachy. And Martinson rockets one in the air to left field. Again hit well, but this will stay in the yard. And Darby Myers makes the easy catch for the second out. So 2 outs on 4 pitches for Brandon Beachy, who had to throw 5 pitches before the leadoff hitter, Winton Bernard, got a double in the opening inning. So obviously a much better start to this second inning. By the way, Beachy coming into the day today had not allowed a single earned run in the first inning of any of his outings this year. Again, only 1 earned run, but 4 runs coming home across the plate. First pitch to Bernard, misses up at inside, ball number 1. Bernard doubled and then scored on the 2-run triple off the bat of Dennis Phipps. 1-0. And missing down and away with a fastball for ball 2 was Beachy. Beachy in his last outing, 3 hits, 3 walks over 5 2/3 scoreless innings against the Somerset Patriots. He struck out 5, his second most in an outing this year. And the 5 2/3 was his longest start of the season. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed by Bernard down at the bottom of the strike zone. And that'll move the count to 2-1. Beachy combined had allowed just 1 earned run over his past 2 outings coming into today. 2-1 fastball, runs up and inside. 3-1 on Bernard. Here comes the kick and the pitch. And this rocketed but fouled down the left field line. Third base umpire Calvin Baker had to quickly slide out of the way of that missile off the bat of Bernard. But he was fortunately able to do so. And now we'll have a payoff pitch coming as Beachy looks for the 1-2-3 inning. Cabrera gives him the sign. Here's the payoff pitch. And Bernard swings it to ground ball up the middle. And that's into center field for a base hit. So a 2-out single off the bat of Winter Bernard keeps the second inning going. Second hit in as many innings. And the 4th of the day for Sugar Land, who has hit for the cycle as a team already. Bernard with a double and a single. Phipps with a triple. And Peterson with a home run. So Sugar Land out to a hot start offensively in this one. And with a runner at first and 2 away, that'll bring up second baseman Juan Silverio. Beachy is set to go at the belt. His first pitch, runner goes, taken inside for a ball. The throw to second base is not in time. So Silverio now with a count of 1-0 and a stolen base for Bernard, his 23rd of the year. Each side now with a stolen base today. Ray Fuentes had the steal for Long Island. Silverio reached on that harming error in the first inning. 1-0. That's downstairs for ball 2. A hard one-hopper hit essentially right at Vladimir Frias, who fielded it on the backhand to his right, and the ball essentially just went in and out of his glove. And instead of an out at first, Skeeters had 2 on, nobody out. And with the way the inning unfolded, 3 of the runs end up becoming unearned. 2-0. That one dealt over the inside corner, a fastball strike. So that will move the count to 2-1. Beachy's next pitch will be number 40 already on the afternoon. Bernard leads from second with 2 down. Here is the 2-1 delivery. Kicks and fires. Fastball here. Catches the outside corner at the knees for a strike, much to the chagrin of Silverio. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. Silverio waving his hands at the press box here, and now raising his fist to the sky as if the automated ball strike system or anybody here in the press box could do anything about it. That's the automated ball strike system. If it registers as a strike, it's a strike. 2-2 here is a breaking ball chopped foul down the left field line, and we'll do it again with the count even. Tell you exactly where the automated ball strike system had that pitch that he disagreed with. And I said right down the middle of the plate and right at the bottom of the strike zone, right at the knees. So the ABS called it a strike. That's where it is. Bernard continues to lead at second base with 2 men out. Beachy's 2-2 delivery. Kicks and comes home. And the breaking ball is swung on and missed for strike 3. Silverio upset, slams his bat in his helmet in disgust, breaking the bat in the process, and that'll end the inning. So not a good showing there from Silverio, upsetting himself on the strikeout. Second of the day for Beachy. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning, 4-0 Sugar Land.
Hey fans, this is infielder David Washington, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hop Hog, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hop Hog, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hop Hog, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Leading off for the Ducks.
Well, we go to the bottom of the second inning. Brandon Beachy with a bounce-back scoreless second inning after he allowed the 4 runs in the first. And it'll be Davidson Romero to lead things off for Long Island in the second. As we go to the bottom of the second, it is time for today's Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. And we do have some good news for you on that health report, so we will tell you about that here after the first pitch to Davidson Romero. First pitch from Pimentel, and Romero fouls one over the screen back behind the plate for strike 1. Steve Lombardozzi, who has been out since June 30th after dealing with a foot injury, has been reinstated to the active list. So he is no longer in the disabled list. He is active, available, and ready to go for the Ducks. Wally Mackman saying before the game he will likely start in Game 2 of the doubleheader today. 0-1 is a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-2. So in terms of the roster, a couple of brief changes. Steve Lombardozzi will take his number 2 back that L.J. Mazzilli had been keeping warm in the 2 months that Lombardozzi was gone. 0-2. High fly ball in the air to right center field. It's hit fairly well, but looks like it's going to stay in the yard. Zach Borenstein in the gap will make the running catch. And Romero retired for the first out of the second inning. Meanwhile, Mazzilli, who originally was wearing number 11 this year before the injury to Lombardozzi, Mazzilli has switched back to number 11. So Lombardozzi number 2, LJ Mazzilli number 11 throughout the rest of the year. And again, Lombardozzi back and healthy. We had told you during the week he was with the team in Lancaster doing on-field rehab work. Fastball here is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. And it'll be interesting to see how the Ducks deploy him with the team as it's set up the way it currently is. But it'll allow the Ducks to give guys some rest for sure. 0-1. And Washington takes upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Of course, Lombardozzi can pretty much play every infield position. We've seen him this year at second, short, and third. And perhaps they'll put Mazzilli in left field a little bit or right field, get him some action out in the outfield. 1-1 is a breaking ball that just missed the outside corner, 2-1 on Washington. Guys like Vladimir Frias and Davidson Romero, who haven't had many off days, certainly can get some. I think you'll primarily see Lombardozzi, though, at second. 2-1, fastball, and this nips the outside corner for a strike, 2-2 on Washington, who's hitting .241 with 21 homers and 55 runs batted in. Here comes the 2-2. Kick and the pitch is a fastball taken low and inside. And that'll run the count full at 3-2. Meanwhile, Mario Checo yesterday was reinstated to the active list. The righty reliever has been dealing with a head injury, so he is also available to pitch for Long Island should they need him. Here's the payoff pitch. And Washington, a line drive into center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Wasn't hit all that hard, but he fought it off in a center. And the Ducks have their first base hit of the day with a one-out single from D-Wash.
The catcher, number 38, Ramon Cabrera.
So 1 on and 1 away. That'll bring Ramon Cabrera up to the plate. Switch hitter batting from the left side against his former teammate. These two were a battery for the majority of the 2018 season. First pitch, and the fastball here misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Pimentel was a relief pitcher for the Ducks last year. Cabrera, after joining the team early in the season, was one of the two catchers for Long Island last year. And we'll tell you about Pimentel's 2018 with the Ducks, which was, overall, I would say, a pretty successful year for the righty. 1-0. Washington bluffs at first. The fastball misses away, and it is 2-0 on Cabrera. Pimentel made a total of 39 relief appearances a year ago as a Duck, 5-3 record and a 3.13 ERA. 2-0. Upstairs on a changeup. And the right-hander now behind at 3-0 on Cabrera with 1 on and 1 out. In 54 2/3 innings, Pimentel struck out 67 batters. He walked just 22 and allowed 41 hits. 23 runs, 19 of those earned. 3-0. Cabrera takes all the way, and a fastball hits the outside corner for a strike, 3-1. Pimentel was also especially good in the postseason for Long Island, but did not come back to Long Island. He signed with the Skeeters this offseason. Actually, he signed with the Skeeters, I should say, earlier this year, not right away. Here, Cabrera rockets one into right center field. On the run is Borenstein. He won't get it. It's going to land for a base hit. On his way to third is Washington. He's being given the sign to come home, and the throw now to the plate is not in time. It's an RBI double off the bat of Ramon Cabrera. Ducks are on the scoreboard, and they close to within 4-1. So Ramon Cabrera got ahead in the count, got a good pitch to hit with a 3-1 count, and pummeled one to right center. 23rd RBI of the year, hits 11th double, and David Washington hustling all the way around from first to get the Ducks on the board. So Cabrera's RBI double has given the Ducks their first run of the day, and now Daniel Fields to the plate from the left side as the two former teammates face off. First pitch from Pimentel. And Fields hits a line drive into center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Cabrera on his way to third. He'll get the stop sign. So Daniel Fields with a single up the middle. Ducks with their third consecutive hit. Now that'll bring the tying run to the plate in Darby Myers.
The left fielder, number 14.
Not as easy to send Ramon Cabrera around third, though he did show us a little bit of speed in Lancaster on Thursday with a stolen base. But he does not quite have the same speed that Washington does. And had to get held up at third by Ford. Ducks do not want to have him thrown out at the plate as they are rallying here in the second. So runners at the corners, one out. Here's Darby Myers to bat from the right side. First pitch. And Myers a swing and a miss as he chased downstairs and actually fouled the ball off into the glove of Albert Cordero for strike one. Fields, by the way, was at .230 on the season before that base hit. Oh, 1. Myers a ground ball hit to the left side of the infield in the hole. Martinson Fields will go to second for one. That's all they'll get. Nice play by Jason Martinson, but in to score from third on the play is Ramon Cabrera. An RBI fielder's choice off the bat of Darby Myers, and it's a 4-2 ball game.
The center fielder, number 15.
That was probably the best that Martinson could do with it. Myers runs much too quickly for them to be able to turn two, but a nice play to be able to just get the out at second. So for Myers, it is his 20th run batted in of the year. And the Ducks with a 2 spot thus far here in the second. Got a runner at first with 2 away. And up to the plate steps Ray Fuentes. First pitch. And Fuentes takes a fastball down and away for ball 1. Fuentes drew a walk, stole a base, but was stranded at second in the opening inning. Had the day off on Thursday in Lancaster with the lefty Nate Reed starting. 1-0, tapped into the ground foul, right off the end of the bat of Fuentes. And that'll even the count at 1-1. A good job by the Ducks thus far in the inning to bounce back and get a couple runs on the board. Trying for more. Here's the 1-1. Runner goes from first. Pitch is swung on, and was it missed or fouled? I think it was missed for strike 2. Indeed it was. So give a stolen base to Darby Myers. He picks up his 32nd of the year in 40 attempts. And now the Ducks get a runner in a scoring position with 2 outs, but it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Ray Fuentes. Pimentel gets the sign from Cordero and comes set. Kick in the 1-2. Breaking ball grounded up the middle. Will this ball sneak through? It hits off of second. Ricochets to Martinson. The throw to first, not in time. Breaking for home is Myers, and he's going to score safely. They didn't realize that Myers never stopped running. He's in a score. It's going to be an RBI infield single, and it's a 4-3 game. How about that base running by Darby Myers? He never stopped running, never put his head down. Good hustle by Fuentes to beat it out. And ricocheted off of second base right to Martinson. His throw to first, it wouldn't have gotten him anyway. The throw actually somewhat pulled off the bag, Dennis Phipps. And Myers just kept on running. And by the time they realized that, they couldn't make the play. So it's a 4-3 game now. And now Frias pummels one in the air to center. That's it well. Going back to Giansanti. And he'll make the catch. Frias put a drive into one trying to tie this game, but ultimately comes up just short. However, the Ducks bounce back. They score 3 runs in the inning on 4 hits. There were no errors, and the Ducks ultimately leave 1 man on base. We'll make our way to the third, brand new ball game. It is now the Skeeters 4 and the Ducks 3.
Hey fans, this is catcher Hector Sanchez, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Good second inning for the Ducks as they bounce back from an early 4-run deficit. They have closed to within one. It is now a 4-3 ball game. Ramon Cabrera's RBI double, and RBI fielder's choice from Darby Myers, and Ray Fuentes' RBI infield single, where Myers never stopped running, scores from second on the infield base hit. And so it's a one-run game now at 4-3. And this is something that we have seen routinely from the Ducks this year, fighting back from deficits, especially early on. Zach Bornstein to the plate, and he takes a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. I might have the number wrong, but I believe it was 4, maybe 5 times during the series in Lancaster. Probably 5 times when you think about it. It's a 4-game series. 0-1 is a slider taken on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2. The Ducks scored immediately in the half inning after the Barnstormers scored. In fact, Lancaster actually took the lead in each of the first 3 games of the series before the Ducks came back and won. 0-2 is weakly grounded here, third base side. Beachy off the mound, fields. The throw to first is in time. Nice play by Brandon Beachy, showing his athleticism off the mound. Makes the play and fires a perfect strike to first to get Bornstein out for the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, that is going to bring Dennis Phipps up to the plate as he hits from the right side. Meanwhile, Beachy has settled down since the home run from Peterson and has retired 5 of the last 6 that he has faced. First pitch on the way to Phipps is a big curveball that hits the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Beachy was a member of the Bees last year, and he did face the Skeeters 3 times in relief a year ago. 0-1 is a fastball inside, even the count at a ball and a strike. In those 3 outings, he combined and pitched 3 innings and gave up a run on a hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Took a loss in 1 of the 3 outings. 1-1, curveball again. This one misses upstairs, and the count 2-1. This is the first time, though, that Beachy is facing Sugar Land as a member of the Ducks. He signed with Long Island right at the beginning of August. 2-1. Fastball right down the middle at the knees for a strike. Evens the count. And as we mentioned, the Ducks hadn't faced the Skeeters prior to this series since mid-July. First 6 games out of the All-Star break. Long Island and Sugar Land faced each other in Texas and alternated wins and losses in the series. 2-2. Curveball, and that is in for a called strike 3. Good movement on the curve from Brandon Beachy. It's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Phipps now 1 for 2. He had tripled and drove in 2 runs in the first. Now with 2 down in the inning, that'll leave it up to the switch hitting catcher, Albert Cordero. So Beachy has retired the first 2 for the 2nd inning in a row. Right-hander looks in for the sign from Cabrera. First pitch on the way, and Cordero takes a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Cordero bounced to second on an 0-1 pitch in the opening inning. From the windup, here's the 1-0 delivery. This one is rocketed towards the middle and caught by a diving Vladimir Frias. That gets a round of applause from Brandon Beachy on the mound. Nice play by Frias up the middle as he robs Albert Cordero of a base hit. So the Ducks flashing some more leather. No runs, no hits, nobody left. A 1-2-3 third for Beachy, which means it's a PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. It's just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLINY.com/efficiency.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
To the bottom of the third inning we go. 4-3 Ducks in front of the Skeeters. L.J. Mazzilli to lead off against Carlos Pimentel. First pitch is a slider that misses the outside corner. Ball number 1. Mazzilli popped out to first on the first pitch that he saw in the opening inning. The 1-0 is a good curveball swung on and missed. Nasty break on the 12-6 curve from Pimentel. It's 1-1. Pimentel's last outing came a week ago today against the High Point Rockers down in Texas, and he got the win. 1-1. Line drive down the left field line. There's a base hit from Mazzilli. Over the field is Bernard. Mazzilli turns first, and he'll hold on right there with a leadoff single. 5th hit of the afternoon thus far for the Ducks. So they have the leadoff man aboard here in the third, and that'll bring up Hector Sanchez. As we were saying, Pimentel got the win in his last start. 5 innings of 1-run ball. Gave up 7 hits, did walk 4 batters, and struck out 4. And High Point, no slouch. They've been a tough team to face throughout the course of the year. In fact, they're the only team that has a winning record against the Ducks this season. Sanchez takes a fastball that misses upstairs, ball number 1. Sanchez a strikeout victim his first time up back in the opening inning. Ducks drew a leadoff walk in the first, but had the next 3 retired. Here comes the 1-0. Sanchez takes a fastball high and away, and it's 2-0. Talked about Pimentel has had some trouble of late with walks, but he does strike out a lot. In fact, he had 10 strikeouts 2 starts ago. August the 26th against a very good York Revolution offense. Took a no decision that day, but allowed just 1 unearned run and 1 hit over 6 innings, and as we mentioned, struck out 10. Tries to hit the inside corner with a curveball, but misses. Good eye from Sanchez, and the count now 3-0. Mazzilli has some speed at first, 12 of 14 in the stolen base department this year. We'll see if he tries to take off at any point. 3-0 delivery. Right-hander set at the belt. Here comes the pitch. And Sanchez swings away and pops one up in the air to left center. Converging are Bernard and Giansanti. And it's the center fielder Giansanti who makes the catch for out number 1. Bit of a surprise this early in the game to see Sanchez getting the green light on a 3-0 pitch. Especially with his ability to get on base. He has a great eye. But he does swing away, pops out to left center. And with 1 out in the inning, that is going to bring up the third baseman, Davidson Romero. So righty to righty here as Mazzilli leads off first with 1 away. Pimentel's pitch. Romero a line drive into the glove of a leaping second baseman. The throw to first not in time. Juan Silverio making the catch for the second out of the inning. Romero tried to poke one the other way for a base hit. But Silverio was able to move over and make the leaping catch. Second out of the inning. And with 2 away, that is going to leave it up to David Washington. So after allowing the leadoff single to Mazzilli, Pimentel's retired the next 2. Washington singled his first time up. First pitch on the way, and a fastball is taken on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. We mentioned Pimentel has faced the Ducks twice this year. He pitched at Bethpage Ballpark July the 1st, and took a no decision, allowing 3 runs in 5 innings. 0-1. Fouled off to the third base side and out of play. It's quickly 0-2 on David Washington. Gave up 5 hits and 2 walks at Pimentel. Struck out 6 in that July 1st start. Then he faced Long Island in Sugar Land on July the 14th. And also took a no decision despite throwing 6 scoreless innings. Gave up 4 hits and a walk while striking out 2. Here's his 0-2 pitch. And Washington takes a fastball down by his feet. So that keeps the at-bat alive. It's 1-2. Pimentel to this point has thrown 49 pitches, 29 of which have been for strikes. It's not the best ball to strike ratio, but right now he's got a 1-run lead. Ducks with a tying run at first, 2 away. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch high and outside. Good eye by Washington, and that'll leave him the count at 2-2. Ducks out hitting the Skeeters 5-4, but they trail 4-3 in the run column. Here's the 2-2 delivery. And Washington a drive in the air to left, heading over towards the line is Winton Bernard. He'll make the running catch, and that'll end the inning. So Washington goes down, 3 straight retired by Pimentel after the leadoff single. And the Ducks leave a man on base in the bottom of the 3rd. We'll head to the 4th here at Bethpage Ballpark. It's the Ducks trailing the Skeeters 4-3 in Game 1 of today's doubleheader.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elgin Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak. There's a blood clot in your brain, you're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444, a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey Ducks fans, it's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
By the way, fans, when Vladimir Frias made that nice diving catch to end the 3rd inning, top half of the 3rd inning, that was the 15th out of today's game, I should say, not quite yet, night just yet. And did you know that you could save 15% or more with a 15-minute phone call to Geico? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. Ducks trailing the Skeeters 4-3. 2 big innings, one for either side. 4 in the first for Sugar Land, 3 in the second for the Ducks. And that is where we stand as we go to the fourth. Brandon Beachy back to the mound for Long Island. First pitch is a curveball, and that just misses the inside corner for ball number 1. DJ Peterson, the leadoff hitter, who homered his first time up, a 406-foot home run. The slider here misses outside 2-0. Hit that to left center in the first inning. Two-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Good fastball over the outer half of the plate by Beachy. He's mixed his pitches well here tonight and seemingly has adjusted well after that rocky start. Again, he gave up 4 runs on 3 hits and an error in the first inning. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and Peterson now with a 2-2 count. And since that point, he has allowed just 1 hit over the past 2 innings. That was the single by Bernard with 2 outs in the second. 2-2. Half swing at a high fastball. They appeal to first and no swing, says Frank Urilli. That was close, but Urilli makes the call as the first base umpire. And now the count full at 3-2 on Peterson, who will be followed by Ginsanti and Stanley here in the 4th inning. Payoff pitch on the way, and it's a fastball right down the middle for a called strike 3. So Peterson goes down looking, first out of the 4th, and the 4th strikeout of the day for Beachy. 2 swinging, 2 looking.
Center fielder, number 21.
That'll bring up Anthony Ginsanti to the plate. By the way, everything later on tonight in the Atlantic League. It'll be the Blue Crabs visiting the Revolution in York. That game will get underway at 6:30 p.m. Barnstormers visit the Bees up in Connecticut, a 6:35 start at New Britain Stadium. Popped foul back behind the plate by Ginsanti, and it comes back down below. 0-1 the count. And then the High Point Rockers visit the Somerset Patriots in Bridgewater, New Jersey. That's a 7:05 start from TD Bank Ballpark. Beachy winds and fires the 0-1. Is a fastball that nips the outside corner for a strike. 0-2. Last night in the Atlantic League, the Bees were roughed up at home 13-1 by the Barnstormers. Think they were taking out their frustration after getting swept at home by the Ducks. Ground ball to third, backhanded by Romero. The long throw across the diamond, and another terrific pick out of the dirt by David Washington. Second time he has saved Romero of an error today, and there's the second out of the inning. 2 away, and that'll leave it up to Cody Stanley. So again, the Barnstormers a 13-1 win. That helps the Ducks because the Bees fall another half game back of Long Island. New Britain now 5.5 back of the Ducks. It was the Patriots defeating the Rockers 1-0 in walk-off fashion in Bridgewater, New Jersey. So High Point also lost a half game to Long Island. Foul ball back behind the plate, 0-1 the count by Cody Stanley, who popped a short his first time up. And the Blue Crabs went into York and defeated the Revolution 2-1, which helps the Skeeters as they pick up a half game on York in the second half Freedom Division race. 0-1 is a fastball off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike on Stanley. Again, popped a short in the second. Coming into the game, 265 average with 5 homers and 39 RBIs. Gets the half day as the DH here in game 1. 1-1 is a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball down in the zone. And that'll move the count to 1-2. Yankees and Red Sox playing up in Boston. They're in the 5th inning. Yankees have a 4-0 lead. Edwin Encarnacion with his 32nd home run of the year. It's J.A. Happ pitching for the Yankees today. 1-2. Stanley a swing and a miss for strike 3. Nasty breaking ball by Brandon Beachy. He has struck out 5 batters in 4 innings and works his second 1-2-3 inning in a row. Beachy's retired the last 7 that he has faced. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ducks still trail by a run.
Hey fam, this is Ramon Cabrera, and you listen to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Four 4-3 Skeeters over the Ducks. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. As we were mentioning, the Yankees have a 4-0 lead over the Red Sox at Fenway. J.A. Happ, the starter for the Yankees. Tyler Lakins was the starter for the Red Sox, and now he was the opener, so Trevor Kelly is now pitching in relief. Mets and the Phillies will play tonight at 7:10 Eastern at Citi Field. It'll be Drew Smiley for the Phillies and Marcus Stroman going for the Mets. After a wild game last night in Flushing where Edwin Diaz gave up another ninth-inning home run, but the Mets still won it on a walk-off walk to Pete Alonso. Here Cabrera smacks one down the right field line. That's a base hit past Dennis Phipps at first, and it'll roll into the corner. Cabrera on his way to second, and he is in there safely with his second double of the ball game. Cabrera drove home with David Washington with a double to right center in the second, and he's got himself a leadoff double here in the fourth inning. 12th double of the season for Cabrera, and the 6th hit of the day for Long Island. So just like that, the Ducks get the tying run to second with nobody out. That'll bring up Daniel Fields to the plate. Meanwhile, at the U.S. Open, Serena Williams on the verge of falling in the U.S. Open Women's Championship for the second year in a row. First pitch to Daniel Fields is taken low and inside for ball one. Serena currently dropped the first set 6-3 and is losing the second set 5-2 to Bianca Andreescu of Canada. But Serena Williams trying to put up a late fight. 1-0. Grounded foul to the first base side. That'll even the count up at 1-1. She was trailing 5-1 in the second set. Won her second game and now leads 40-love in the eighth game of the set. So trying to bounce back and force a decisive third set in the ladies' championship. Tomorrow will be the men's championship with Nadal against Medvedev. 1-1. Fastball misses outside from Pimentel to Fields, who singled his first time up. It's 2-1. The New York City FC right now playing to a 1-1 draw in the 85th minute with the New England Revolution. Revs got an early goal from Juan Caicedo in the second minute, but Jesus Medina evened it up in the 70th minute. Here Fields lifts one down the left field line. Long run for Winton Bernard. He won't get there, but it'll land foul, one hop off the warning track and go into the seats. And now the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ramon Cabrera, the runner at second with nobody out. He doubled to begin the inning off of Pimentel. Right-hander looking in is Pimentel, and now he's got the sign from Cordero. 2-2 to Fields. And the pitch is swung and grounded to the right side. That'll get the job done to move the runner over. To first base is Phipps for the out. And advancing to third is Ramon Cabrera. So Fields somewhat gets the job done. Cabrera doesn't have blazing speed, so he can't necessarily score on a fly ball, but potentially could. Fields will get some high fives as he makes his way back to the dugout.
Number 14. Darby
But most
Myers.
baseball players are taught if you got a runner at second with nobody out, your job is to hit a ball to the right side of the infield and get him over to third. So now a runner at third with one out. That's the tying run. The infield comes in all the way around. And here's the Ducks' 9-hitter and left fielder, Darby Myers. First pitch from Pimentel. And Myers chops one into the ground foul along the third baseline. 0-1 the count. Myers with a run-scoring fielder's choice in the second inning on a ground ball into the hole on the third base side. Jason Martinson, the shortstop, got the out at second but could not get a double play. And Cabrera scored to make it a 4-2 game. Here comes the 0-1. Myers takes down in the dirt, blocked by Cordero. 1 strike. Myers then stole second base and scored on the RBI infield single from Ray Fuentes. Up the middle to the shortstop Martinson, whose throw at first was not in time, and Myers never stopped running and scored on the play. Looped in the air to center. Racing in is Anthony Ginsanti on the run. He'll make the catch. So Darby Myers pops out on a broken bat flare to center. Cabrera cannot score. And now with two outs, a fly ball cannot get the run in. That's going to leave it up to Ray Fuentes. So Cabrera got the inning started off right with a double. But a Fields ground out and a Myers fly out to shallow center. I have Cabrera still at third. Here's Ray Fuentes from the left side. Swinging a line drive deep in the air down the right field line. Fair ball, it is trouble. It is fair, and you can't forget it. A line drive, two-run home run down the right field line by Ray Fuentes. His 14th home run of the season, and the two-out, two-run blast has given the Ducks their first lead of the day as they go in front 5-4. Wasting no time, Ray Fuentes, as he lines the first pitch from Carlos Pimentel over the right field fence.
Number 1, Vladimir Frias.
An 82-mile-an-hour slider from Carlos Pimentel. Fuentes was ready for it, and he hits the two-run blast. So now 5-4 Long Island. Vladimir Frias, a ground ball through the right side. That's a base hit. And the hits keep coming for this red-hot Ducks offense. So Fuentes now with 3 RBIs in the game. He is 2 for 2 with a single, a homer, and a walk. The home run is his 14th of the year. He picks up his 43rd and 44th runs batted into the season. And for the Ducks, that's their 114th home run of the season. They have hit 100 home runs or more, so they have met the Chappie's home run challenge. And Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So Vladimir Frias picks up his first hit of the day with a single through the right side. Now it is L.J. Mazzilli, and the first pitch fouled off over the screen behind the plate to the first base side, 0-1. The home run for Fuentes, according to TrackMan, left the bat at 99 miles per hour, went 354 feet, and barely any launch angle, 24 degrees. It really didn't get off the ground by much. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Pimentel. 0-2 on Mazzilli, who has singled and popped to first. And again, I think it was just a matter of whether it would stay fair or foul. It kept hooking towards the pole, but just stayed fair. And I didn't think it was going to get over the fence off the bat, but it did just have enough juice, possibly with the wind. Runner going. Pitch is taken low. It gets away from the catcher. Frias around second. He's going for third. Here comes the throw. It's not made. And Frias is in there safely. So that's going to be a stolen base for Vladimir Frias, and then a wild pitch that moves him to third. So for Frias, he'll collect his 23rd stolen base of the year. Again, he was running on the pitch, and then when the ball got away from Cordero, he was able to take third. For Pimentel, his 8th wild pitch of the year. And now the Ducks with a runner at third base and 2 down. And Mazzilli at the plate with a 1-2 count. Pimentel kicks and comes home. Fastball misses downstairs. Now that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 hits in the inning for the Ducks. They're a triple away from the cycle in the inning as a team. They now have 8 hits to the Skeeters' 4 in this game. And a rare rough outing on the hill by Carlos Pimentel. 2-2. Breaking ball misses up and inside near the head of Mazzilli. And now the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Pimentel came into the game having allowed 2 earned runs or less in each of his last 4 starts. He's given up 5 runs all earned today. 3-2. Ripped to the left side and through a base hit for L.J. Mazzilli. Trotting home from third is Vladimir Frias. L.J. Mazzilli with his 2nd hit of the day. And the Ducks now lead it 6-4. I wonder how much further Pete Incaviglia is going to go with Carlos Pimentel with the way the Ducks are seeing the baseball against him.
Number 37, Hector Sanchez.
Lots of hard-hit baseballs. The Ducks haven't had many, if any, cheap hits in this game. Everything has been hit pretty hard. They've got 3 extra base hits, the 2 doubles by Cabrera and the home run by Fuentes. They've now got 9 hits. Hector Sanchez at the plate. He takes a fastball outside for ball 1. For Mazzilli, his 62nd run batted in of the year. That leads the flop. 1-0. And Sanchez takes outside for ball 2. Pimentel up to 70 pitches now in this game. 41 of them for strikes. And he's given up 6 runs on 9 hits thus far. Has walked just 1. And has only 1 strikeout as well. Popped in the air, foul by Sanchez off to the third base side. That is going to leave the playing surface. And the count to 2-1. By the way, remember I was talking about Serena Williams being down 5-1 in the second set. She has roared back. It's now 5-5. Unbelievable. And she is trying to force a decisive third set at the U.S. Open Women's Championship. 2-1. Line drive left center. It's hit well. On the run, Anthony Ginsanti into the gap. Still on the run, and he makes the catch. Terrific play by Anthony Ginsanti in left center. That ball gets by him. It's at least 1 more run. But Ginsanti makes the play and robs Sanchez of the hit. So Long Island will have to settle for another 3-run inning. They get 3 runs on 4 hits in the inning. No errors. And 1 man was left on base. We have now played 4 innings here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. It's the Ducks 6 and the Skeeters 4.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolat patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Come for the cornhole and stay for the specials. Introducing the Long Island Ducks Adult Zone at Bethpage Ballpark. Head down the left field line on the main concourse and enjoy a variety of delicious craft beer and wine selections. Half-price domestic draft beers will also be available during all Thursday home games for Thirsty Thursday. And while you're there, be sure to play a few rounds of cornhole while taking in the Ducks game. The Long Island Ducks Adult Zone, your beer and wine headquarters at the ballpark.
Another big day for the Ducks offense that has been rolling of late. Long Island has won 7 games in a row. They're averaging about 7 runs per game during the winning streak, and the Ducks with 6 runs on 9 hits thus far in Game 1 of today's doubleheader against right-hander Carlos Pimentel, who came into the game with a 2.09 ERA on the season. And after falling behind 4-0 in the first, the Ducks have roared back with 3 runs in the second, 3 in the fourth, and they now have a 6-4 lead. Here's Jason Mortensen to lead off in the 5th. Brandon Beachy back to the mound for his 5th inning of work. First pitch, and Mortensen takes a fastball for a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Mortensen swung at the first pitch he saw in the 2nd and fly to left. Oh, 1 is a curveball, drops in for another strike from Beachy, and it's 0-2. Again, Beachy allowed a home run to DJ Peterson in the 1st inning with 2 men out. He's retired 10 of 11 that he has faced since, including 7 in a row. 0-2 is hit on the ground on the left side of the hole, grabbed by Davidson Romero. He spins, he throws, Washington leaps, catches it, and tags Mortensen for the out. Boy, is David Washington playing a heck of a defensive game over at first base. He has saved Davidson Romero now on 3 occasions, 2 throws that were bounced in the dirt, and they are having to jump up, make the catch, and all-in-one motion tag Mortensen as he raced by. Another nice play by Washington at first base. And he had missed extended time with a finger injury, and you talk about adding a guy like Steve Lombardozzi, who is hitting the ball well, back to your lineup with what he can do both offensively and defensively. And you talk about Washington with his powerful bat, as well as his defense. Those are 2 big pieces you add back into your lineup here late in the year. Ripped to short, backhanded by Frias on one hop. The long throw right on the money. How about this left side of the defense? And the right side, too. The Ducks infield is just playing spectacular baseball thus far. Outside of the error by Frias in the 1st, which certainly hurt at the time. Some great play here. Washington with the nice leap and tag at first, and Frias with a nice play and throw at short. So, 2 away in the inning. It's now 9 in a row since the single by Winton Bernard in the 2nd. Retired by Beachy. Foul ball back behind the plate off the bat of Juan Silverio. And the count 0-1. So it seems like Beachy has flipped on a switch since the home run by Peterson. He has been outstanding since, allowing just that single to Bernard. That struck out 5 in the game as Beachy. He's currently at 70 pitches, 50 of which have been for strikes. So 50 strikes to just 20 balls. He's been pounding the strike zone. He's featured a very good curveball in this game with terrific movement. From the windup, here's the 0-1. Silverio lifts a fly ball in the air deep down the right field line. This ball is going to slice foul and into the Ducks bullpen. Out of play, 0-2. By the way, fans, New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Ducks, the Mets, the Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. 0-2 is slashed foul, first base side, well out of play. Silverio has reached on an error, scored, and struck out in his 2 at-bats thus far this afternoon. Again, this is game 1 of a doubleheader, a 7-inning game. 2 7-inning games today with about a half-hour break in between. After yesterday's series opener was rained out. 0-2 is down in the dirt, blocked by Cabrera. And ball 1 till Silverio. Fireworks after the game tonight, presented by Axis Construction, and then a quick turnaround for these 2 teams with a 1:35 start tomorrow. One, 2. Another breaking ball downstairs, another block by Cabrera. Leaving things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Beachy's longest outing was his most recent one, 5 2/3 innings against the Patriots last Saturday. Here comes the 2-2, kicking the pitch. Line deep but foul down the left field line. I think everybody should be available for the Ducks with the exception of Pedro Beato, who had to retire the final 6 outs of the final 6 outs of the game on Thursday in Lancaster. And he was able to do that with the help of some of his defense as well, earned his 9th save of the year, but unavailable today. 2-2 fastball, Beachy misses down and away. Good work by Silverio as he has worked the count full to 3-2. Defense playing straight away. Beachy gets the sign, winds and fires the 3-2. It's a breaking ball, line is second. Tough hop, but it's made by L.J. Mazzilli, and he throws to first for the out. Good defense from the Ducks infield in the fifth. Romero, Frias, Mazzilli, and Washington all doing a very nice job in the fifth. And for the third inning in a row, Brandon Beachy has set down the Skeeters 1-2-3. We have played 4.5 here in game one of the doubleheader. It's the Ducks 6, the Skeeters 4.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Ray Fuentes, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Well, Brandon Beachy has done a fine job since the rocky first inning. He has retired 10 in a row and 13 of the last 14 that he has faced. Meanwhile, the Ducks offense has scored 6 unanswered runs with 3 in the second and 3 in the fourth. And they lead right now 6-4. We go to the top of the fifth inning. The bottom of the fifth inning, I should say. And it'll be Davidson Romero to lead things off. First pitch, and he takes a slider outside, ball number 1. One-0 is a fastball taken inside, and the count moves to 2 balls and no strikes on Romero, who is 0 for 2 in this game, with a fly out to right and a line out to second. Fastball here, that catches the outside corner. That'll move the count to 2-1 on Romero, who has fly to right and line to second today. Every other Duck, with the exception of Sanchez and Myers, has at least 1 hit in the game. Popped out foul to the first base side. That will leave the seats. And now the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and it looked like that ball bounced back from the roof down below. So Beachy had 77 pitches through his 5 innings. See if he comes back out for the 6th. Pimentel, meanwhile, is about to throw his 77th pitch. The 2-2. High fly ball in the air to shallow left. Winton Bernard moving in, and to his left, he'll make the catch. And Romero retired for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
First baseman, number 30.
By the way, fans, follow all season long as the Ducks continue to raise that home run total. Again, their quest was to meet the Chappies home run challenge by hitting 100 home runs. They have now hit 114 on the year, with Ray Fuentes' 2-run home run earlier in this game. And so by hitting 100, they have met the Chappies home run challenge, and Chappies Funeral Homes donating $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So with 1 down and the base is empty, that is going to bring David Washington to the plate from the left side. He's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch from Pimentel is a fastball taken high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Washington a single up the middle and a run scored in the second inning, and then a fly out to left in the third, though we hit it fairly well the other way. 1-0, and a swing and a miss. Ball went off the glove of Cordero, but did not go far from him. And that'll even up the count at 1-1 strike. Crowd starting to fill in a little bit more here as we approach the originally scheduled start time of today's game at 6:35. Again, today now a single admission doubleheader with the rain out yesterday. 1-1. Fly ball deep down the left field line. That's going to slice foul and out of play. And so that moves the count to 1-2 on Washington. So instead we get 2 7-inning games here today with about a half-hour break in between and fireworks to follow the second game of the doubleheader. One-two is a breaking ball outside, even the count at 2-2. Congratulations, by the way, to Brianna Andreescu, who ended up defeating Serena Williams in straight sets. After Williams came back to tie it, Andreescu won back-to-back games, so she wins 6-3, 7-5 to become the first Canadian to win the U.S. Open Women's Championship. Swing and a miss by Washington for strike 3. Got him to chase downstairs at Pimentel. Just the second strikeout of the day for the right-hander.
The catcher, number 38.
2 away in the inning, and that'll leave it up to Ramon Cabrera. Pimentel has yet to retire the Ducks in order. He has faced 4 batters twice, in the first and in the third. In the first, he allowed a walk, and in the third, he allowed a single, both times to the leadoff hitter. Ducks have actually had the leadoff man on in 3 of their 5 innings at the plate today. First pitch to Cabrera, and he takes a fastball down in the dirt for ball number 1. Cabrera with a pair of doubles thus far in the afternoon, and he has scored twice as well. Coming home in the second on the RBI fielder's choice from Myers, and scoring in the fourth on the 2-run home run by Fuentes. 1-0. And that fastball catches the outside corner for a strike to even the count at 1-1. (6-4) Ducks lead. They're out hitting the Skeeters 9-4 today. 1-1. It's fouled over the screen off to our left, back behind the plate. And that'll move the count to 1-2. As we mentioned earlier, Game 2 will also feature right-handers on the hill. Seth Simmons will go for the Ducks after having his last start cut short due to rain on Monday. And it'll be Troy Scribner for the Skeeters. 1-2 is blooped in the air down the left field line. Going to be a tough play if it stays fair, but this will go foul. 1 hop off the warning track and into the seats. It's kind of an excuse me swing. She just reached down and away and poked it down the left field line, but could not stay fair. So we'll do it yet again at 1-2. Switch hitting Cabrera looking out to the mound as Pimentel looks in for the sign. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch, and that's lined down the right field line, but this will hook foul. 1 hopping into the seats. Another near double for Ramon Cabrera. Seems to be seeing the ball well at the plate against his former teammate. Pimentel has done a bit better at home, where he's 5-1 with a 1.51 ERA. Still has a 2.92 ERA on the road coming in, but obviously not quite as dominant away from home as he has been at home. And here he gets Cabrera to swing and miss for strike 3. So Pimentel with back-to-back strikeouts here in the 5th, and he retires the Ducks in order for the first time today. We'll go to the 6th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. It is the Ducks 6 and the Skeeters 4.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Ray Fuentes, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. 6-4 in favor of the Flock as we move to the 6th inning of this 7-inning ball game. Again, 2 7-inning games today as part of the single admission doubleheader. Brandon Beachy back to the mound for his 6th inning of work. And again, he has retired 10 in a row going back to the 2nd inning when he struck out Juan Silverio to end the inning. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings for the right-hander and former big leaguer. So he takes the mound for the 6th, and it'll be the heart of the order for the Skeeters. Zach Borenstein, Dennis Phipps, and Albert Cordero due up to the plate. First pitch on the way from Beachy, and Borenstein is swinging a miss at a fastball over the inner half of the plate, strike number 1. Borenstein is 0 for 2 today, with a strikeout swinging in the first and a ground out to the mound in the 3rd. 0-1. Big curveball. It's popped up in the air to shallow right center. Mazzilli going out, as is Frias. Mazzilli making the call. Now he gives way to Frias. And it is Frias who makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Frias had to go a very long way to get to it. It seemed like Mazzilli had a beat on it, but Frias makes the call. Mazzilli obliges and gets out of the way. And there's the catch for out number 1. So 1 away here in the 6th. That'll bring up the first baseman, Dennis Phipps, who is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Again, Beach's longest outing of the year was 5 2/3 innings. And his longest outing pitch-wise was 99 on August the 24th at New Britain. He is currently at 79 pitches for the game. First pitch to Phipps, and he takes a big curveball on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. And Beachy, after initially it seeming like he was throwing a lot of fastballs, has really featured the breaking ball a lot of late, and has been getting a lot of frozen guys at the plate with it. 0-1, another curveball and a big swing and a miss. Just nasty movement on that curve. Starting up and in and dropping down or down and away. He's got the Skeeters fooled with it here of late, 0-2. Beachy gets the sign, winds and fires, and Phipps swings at a fastball this time up in the zone. He fouls it off to the first base side. And Phipps hit a triple to left center field in the first, just out of the reach of a diving Ray Fuentes. It brought home Bernard and Silverio for his 69th and 70th runs batted in of the season. Struck out looking, though, in the 3rd did Phipps, and now the 0-2 is swung on in line in the left center. That's going to be a base hit. So that ends a streak of 11 in a row retired by Brandon Beachy. And there seemed to leave a pitch up over the plate, and Phipps did not miss. So he's got his 2nd hit of the game, and for the Skeeters, their first base runner since the single in the 2nd with 2 outs by Winton Bernard. So 1 on and 1 out. And up to the plate will step the switch hitting catcher, Albert Cordero, as he bats from the left side against the righty Brandon Beachy. First pitch from Beachy. And Cordero hits a ground ball to first. Washington fields, he steps on first, and now they've got Phipps in the rundown. Free is chasing him, and he's just going to apply the tag. So a 3-6 reverse double play, and just like that, Beachy is out of it, and he is his longest start of the year with the Ducks at 6 innings. Nice job done by Brandon Beachy thus far. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, 6-4 Ducks.
Hey fans, this is infielder Steve Lombardozzi, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Ducks have a 6-4 lead as we make our way to the bottom half of the 6th inning here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Ducks with the last opportunity to try and add some insurance before the top of the 7th, and then we'll see what Long Island does. If they let Brandon Beachy try and finish what he started, or if they go to the bullpen for a reliever. But either way, Brandon Beachy has gone the longest in terms of innings as a member of the Ducks. And really just a fine job after allowing the 4 runs on 3 hits and an error in the first to give up just 2 hits and no other base runners, and no runs, of course, from innings 2 through 6. Carlos Pimentel, though, is back to the mound for his 6th inning of work. Daniel Fields to lead off, and he takes a fastball just a bit high and outside. Did miss by much. The count 1-0 on Fields, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. 1-0. Ripped to the right side, and it is past the second baseman Juan Silverio for a base hit. Silverio went to lunge after it, never dove. It sneaks under his glove and in a right base hit. And for the Ducks, their 10th hit of the ball game.
Darby Myers.
The leadoff man is on. That'll bring up Darby Myers to the plate. It's the Ducks' 4th straight game in which they have recorded 10 or more hits. 5 of the last 6, and the one that they didn't, they had 9. That gives you a sense of how the Ducks have been swinging the bat lately. Darby Myers squares to bunt, pushes it towards first, and pushes it foul. So the count 0-1. Fields now 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, and the Ducks would love to rally here to get Hector Sanchez another at bat. Myers at the plate. Sanchez is the 4th hitter behind Myers. Again, he's 0 for 3 in the game. He's got a hitting and an on-base streak on the line. Pimentel's 0-1. Myers squares again, pulls back, and he ends up taking a strike over the outside corner. Myers thought it was either too far down or too far outside, but the pitch hits the corner, and now the count 0-2. Ray Fuentes, who has had a big day at the plate once again, waiting in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-2 from Pimentel. Myers squares again and pushes a beautiful bunt up the first base line. Pimentel fields, throws, and it's just in time. They get it to first where the second baseman Silverio makes the grab. 1-4 on the sac bunt. So Myers lays down the sacrifice, and to second base goes Daniel Fields.
Number 15.
Ducks playing a little bit of small ball to try and get an insurance run home. That it's the 5th sack bunt of the year for Darby Myers. And now a runner at second base with 1 out and a runner with good speed at that in Daniel Fields. And now up to the plate for Long Island is going to step the aforementioned Fuentes, who has 3 RBIs already in game 1 of the doubleheader. First pitch, and Fuentes lifts a fly ball foul down the left field line and out of play. 0-1 the count. Fuentes drew a walk and stole a base in the first. He had an RBI infield single to short in the second and a 2-run home run to right in the fourth. 0-1, fastball. That is taken on the outside corner. And the count quickly 0-2. I mentioned Fuentes had the last game off for Long Island on Thursday, but he put in a big performance on Wednesday in Lancaster with a double, a homer. He had 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. 3 hits total, as he had an infield single in that one as well. He has caught fire, as has a vast majority of this Ducks lineup lately. 0-2 pitch. Lays off a curveball from Pimentel that misses down and away. And there is ball 1. Fields does have speed if he tries to steal third. He's got 10 steals in 11 attempts this year, but one disadvantage here is with a lefty at the plate, an open lane to throw down to third for the catcher Cordero. The 1-2 from Pimentel. Fields bluffs, and Fuentes takes a fastball that just runs off the outside corner. Looked like that 2-seam fastball from Pimentel that starts out over the plate and runs towards the outside corner for a lefty hitter. But ran too far away, and now it's 2-2. Pitch on the way, and that's slashed but foul down the left field line. A bullet off the bat of Fuentes, but out in front, or I should say late on it rather, and he fouls it off the other way. So the count remains 2-2 here on Fuentes with a runner at second, 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Pimentel looks to second, deals to the plate. Fuentes a shot towards short, dancing out of the way with it was Fields. He fell to the ground. The throw to first in time for the out. And Fields does make his way to third. What a bizarre play, but it ultimately ends with a ground out to short by Fuentes, and Fields advancing to third base.
The shortstop.
That was a pretty hard-hit baseball off the bat of Ray Fuentes to short. And Daniel Fields, who was running at second base, kind of had to matrix his way out of it. He jumped out of the way and ended up falling to the ground. But the shortstop, Martinson, didn't even attempt to get him in a rundown. Once he fielded it, he threw right to first, and so Fields was able to advance on to third base. And now Pimentel has to be careful to not throw a pitch down in the dirt. First pitch on the way to Vladimir Frias. He squares to bunt. Pulls back and ends up taking a strike over the inside corner. 0-1. Frias does have 4 sack bunts on the year, so he can lay one down. I was thinking about trying to do one there to get Daniel Fields in from third base. He leads from third with 2 down. Third baseman playing in tight, that's Peterson. 0-1, and he hits a fly ball in the air to center. Anthony Ginsanti drifting back, seems to have it lined up, and he'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. So the Ducks try and play a little small ball, but it doesn't work after the leadoff single by Fields. No runs, a hit, and a man left for Long Island. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Ducks will try and close this one out here in game 1 of the doubleheader. They lead it 6-4.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak. There's a blood clot in your brain. You're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444. a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey Ducks fans, it's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
To the 7th inning we go here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. The Long Island Ducks 6, the Sugar Land Skeeters 4. Ducks are out hitting the Skeeters 10-5 in this one. And Brandon Beachy is going to go back to the mound and try and finish what he has started. Got off to a rocky start, but since has thrown 5 scoreless innings from the 2nd through the 6th, combining to allow just 2 hits in that span. He has struck out 5 here today, has not walked a batter. And he'll come back out for the 7th to try and finish this game off and give the Ducks a win in the twin bill opener. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order for the Skeeters. DJ Peterson, Anthony Ginsanti, and Cody Stanley coming to the plate. First pitch, and the breaking ball here misses downstairs for ball number 1. Peterson 1 for 2 today with a 2-run home run and a strikeout. And the 1-0 is a curveball. That one misses low again. And Peterson showing patience here to begin the 7th. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 righties and a lefty due up in the inning. The 2-0 pitch. There's a fastball. That one catches the inside corner for strike 1. No surprise to see Peterson waiting there on a 2-0. Now Beachy throws the strike. Defense plays straight away. Here is the 2-1. The fastball here misses down and away. So 3 balls and a strike on Peterson. His 2-run home run in the first gave the Skeeters the 4-run advantage. It came with 2 outs and 2 strikes. And now the 3-1 is swung on and missed. Was expecting a fastball, got a hook. And on the 3-2, 3-1 pitch, that runs the count full. Mazzilli takes a couple steps towards the middle of the infield at second. Payoff pitch on the way from Beachy. And Peterson takes a fastball downstairs for ball 4. So the first walk of the game issued by Brandon Beachy comes here to the leadoff man in the 7th inning. It's just the 2nd time in this game that the leadoff man has gotten on base, and that's going to be all for Beachy. So Wally Backman sent his right-hander back out there to try and finish this one off, but walks the leadoff man, and now Backman's going to turn it over to his bullpen to try and finish this off. And you can tell frustration for Beachy, who really wanted to finish this game off, but he'll make his way back to the first base dugout. A fist pound from Ramon Cabrera, and he'll get a nice hand from the crowd here at Bethpage Ballpark. Looks like Cody Mitzi coming in. We'll have our first pitching change here in this one. The Ducks leading 6-4, but the Skeeters with 1 on and nobody out in the top of the 7th.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak. There's a blood clot in your brain. You're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444, a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey Ducks fans, it's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
Right-hander Cody Mincy is going to take over here in the top of the 7th. Game 1 of this single admission doubleheader. The Ducks have a 6-4 lead. But Brandon Beachy issuing a leadoff walk to DJ Peterson is how this inning begins. And Wally Backman sent his starter out there in hopes of potentially being able to try and finish this one off. But after seeing the leadoff base on balls, he elects to turn it over to his bullpen. As we mentioned earlier, Pedro Beato not available for Long Island. Through 2 innings on Thursday in Lancaster to close that game out and close out a series sweep. And so Cody Mincy is going to come on here to try and earn his 2nd save of the season. Mincy against Anthony Giansanti, a righty-righty matchup. As we continue in the 7th inning. First pitch on the way from Mincy, and Giansanti takes a slider low and outside for ball number 1. Giansanti 0 for 2 in this game with a pair of groundouts to third. Possibly one of the thoughts of bringing Beachy back out is that the bottom 3 in the order combined are 0 for 6 today. 1-0, and a slider again way outside. Quickly 2-0 the count on Giansanti. But again, Backman makes the decision to go to the bullpen following the leadoff walk. Beachy ended up with 90 pitches in the game, 63 of which were strikes. 2-0. Giansanti swings, pumps one foul over the screen and back behind home plate. This will go out of play. And that'll move the count to 2-1. For Cody Mincy, this is his team-high 43rd appearance of the year. He is 6-0. He's got a 2.59 ERA, 13 holds, and the aforementioned 1 save. Two-one pitch is a fastball that just misses downstairs. So Mincy behind on Giansanti at 3-1, and another out of the zone would put the tying runs on with nobody out for a lefty swinging DH Cody Stanley. Skeeters, as we talked about, are a patient team. They have drawn the 2nd most walks in the league coming into play tonight. The 3-1, that's swung on and missed. Good pitch over the inner half of the plate. Giansanti swings through it, and now the count full. So not a team that often chases out of the strike zone. They did have 5 strikeouts against Beachy today. A couple of those looking. 3-2 pitch, runner does not go, and Giansanti pops one up, foul, first base side of the plate. Cabrera gives it a look, but this will be back about 3 or 4 rows into the crowd. And we'll do it once again with the count full. And game 2 will come up about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And it'll be Seth Simmons for Long Island and Troy Scribner for Sugar Land. Washington holds on Peterson at first base. Again, the 3-2 from Mincy. And the fastball here is fouled back to the backstop. So Giansanti continuing to be a pesky hitter. He hasn't had quite the season he would like average-wise at .253, but still does have some pop in that bat. With 8 home runs, he has driven in 45. 2 groundouts to third today for him, though. Middle of the infield is at double play depth. Romero playing halfway at third. Again, the 3-2, and Giansanti a little check swing roller foul to the first base side. Try to hold up on what appeared to be a slider from Mincy, and the bat made contact, but fortunately for Giansanti, it went foul. So we'll do it once again with the count full. Next pitch will be number 9 of this at bat from Mincy to Giansanti. And Peterson, the runner at first, no stolen base attempts this year, so I don't think he'll be attempting to steal second. Again, the 3-2. And Giansanti, line drive into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Peterson going to second. He's going to stop right there. So on the 9th pitch of the at-bat, Giansanti wins the battle, and the Skeeters have the tying runs on with nobody out here in the 7th inning. A leadoff walk to G.J. Peterson and a broken bat single to right off the bat of Anthony Giansanti. Pedro Beato had 2 on and nobody out, trying to protect a 2-run lead in Lancaster on Thursday, and was able to retire the next 3 to do that. So Mincy, after allowing the base hit to Giansanti, will face the lefty swinging Cody Stanley here. With runners at first and second, no one out. Let's see if he tries to sacrifice the runners over. First pitch, Stanley does not square, and he grounds one up the first baseline foul. And so the count 0-1. Stanley does not have any sacrifice bunts this year. So in that aspect, I'm not surprised that he didn't try and square. But in the other aspect, this is a 7-inning game. The Skeeters down by 2. They've got 2 on and nobody out. Jason Mortensen waiting on deck. The 0-1, and Stanley a half swing at a pitch diving down and in. They appeal, and they say that he did go around. That was Calvin Baker, the third base umpire, making the call. And Stanley now behind at 0-2. Stanley popped to short in the second inning. He struck out swinging in the fourth. Romero playing a little bit more inside at third with the lefty hitter at the plate. The 0-2, and a fastball here just missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Six-4 Ducks, top of the 7th inning. Mincy comes set at the belt. And the 1-2. Ground ball foul, this time to the first base side. Stanley fights off the 2-strike pitch, and we'll do it once again. Mincy has thrown 59 innings this year. He's given up 46 hits, 18 runs, 17 of them earned, 24 walks, and an astounding 85 strikeouts in 59 innings. Again, the 1-2, and Stanley a hot shot foul down the right field line. Breaking ball that stayed near the middle of the plate, but out in front of it, and Stanley fouls off another. And Giansanti fouled off 3 with 2 strikes before singling to right. And again, those pesky Skeeters continuing to be pesky here in the 7th inning. That leadoff walk by Peterson, and then a 9-pitch at bat, Giansanti pokes a single the other way. Mincy's 1-2 once again, and Stanley takes a fastball off the outside corner a little bit low. And now the count is even at 2-2. Wind seems to have died down a bit. It was blowing out harder to right earlier in the game. Still blowing to right, but not very strong. 2-2 is ripped foul again down the right field line. Skeeter first base coach yelling at Stanley, telling him, hey, keep that ball fair. Cody Mincy having to throw a lot of pitches here. He is already up to 16. And this is just his second batter that he has faced out of the pen in relief of Brandon Beachy. Another 2-2 to Stanley. Here's the pitch, and that fastball misses high and outside. So the count has gone to 3-2 on Cody Stanley. Another out of the zone would load him up for Jason Martinson. Mincy got ahead quickly, 0-2, but 3 2-strike foul balls in this at bat, and now Stanley has worked the count full. Payoff pitch on the way to the plate. And Stanley will swing and miss for strike 3. Got him with a slider on a pitch that was up and away. First strikeout for Cody Mincy. The 6th for Ducks pitching, and a big first out for Mincy and the flock. So with one away, that will pass the baton along to Jason Mortensen, the shortstop and 9-hitter from the right side. And obviously Mincy in this situation would love a ground ball at one of his infielders. Martinson does have speed though, 14 steals this year. First pitch from the right-hander, and Martinson a swing and a miss as he goes after a breaking ball downstairs, 0-1. Martinson flied to left in the second inning, then grounded out to third in the 5th. That was the play. Washington had a leap on the throw from Romero and slapped a tag on Martinson as he ran by. The 0-1 is a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Cabrera actually was set up outside there. The pitch came in, but it caught the corner. And now the count quickly, 0-2 on Martinson. 6-4 Long Island here in the 7th. Mincy's 0-2, and Martinson takes a fastball just inside. Close pitch again. It looked like Cabrera was setting up outside, and the pitch came inside. But just off the corner, and the count 1-2. Runners take their leads off first and second with 1 out. The pitch, swinging a ground ball foul down the left field line. Hops up and into the seats. And we'll do it once again at 1-2. Mincy last pitched for the Ducks on Wednesday night. He threw an inning and a third of scoreless baseball, allowed a hit and a walk while striking out 2 in relief. Turned the Ducks 11-5 win. 1-2. And the slider misses the outside corner. Try to get Martinson to chase. He would not do so. And so now the count has gone from 0-2 to 2-2. Peterson, the runner at second. Ginsanti, the runner at first. 2-2. Line drive to left. Darby Myers moving in. He will not get it. It's going to land for a base hit. To third base, and stopping there is Peterson. A liner to left that could not hang up there long enough for Myers to make the catch. So again, Martinson fell behind 0-2, but Mincy could not put him away. And now the bases are loaded for Sugar Land with 1 out. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Winton Bernard. The Skeeters continuing to remain a pesky bunch. We have seen 6 two-strike foul balls in this inning. 3 each from Ginsanti and Stanley, and 1 from Martinson. And now Winton Bernard, who has 2 hits and 3 at-bats today, is up. First pitch, and Mincy deals outside for ball number 1. Bernard doubled and scored in the first. He singled up the middle in the second. Last time up, grounded to short in the 5th. Again, Mincy would still like a ground ball at one of his infielders if he can get it, though Bernard does run well. 1-0, and a fastball here misses up and away for ball 2. And Mincy had fallen behind initially, but had gotten ahead and gotten to 2 strikes on both Stanley and Martinson. He eventually put away Stanley, but could not put Martinson away. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Good fastball over the outside corner. Bernard tried to pull it to left, but ultimately swung through. And that will move the count to 2-1. Runners at every base for Sugar Land. 1 out here in the 7th. The 2-1. Bernard takes a fastball. That one misses outside. Nowhere to put Bernard. Another out of the zone is going to force in a run. 3-1 on the Barnstormer left fielder. Mincy gets the sign from Cabrera and comes set. Here's the pitch, and Bernard takes a breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 2. Bernard thought he had ball 4, but the automated ball strike system says it is strike 2, and now the count full at 3-2. Good pitch there from Mincy. Bernard was hoping to draw ball 4. Now the payoff pitch. Now time is called. Cabrera asking for time. I believe it was either Cabrera or Bernard. And we'll do it again with the count full. Again, it's Peterson at third, Ginsanti at second, and Martinson at first. 3-2 delivery. Mincy fires, and Bernard will swing and poke one in the air to shallow right field. That is going to be caught on a dive by Daniel Fields. Throw back to first, and it's not in time. A tremendous diving catch in right field by Daniel Fields to rob Winton Bernard of a base hit. And a big, big second out for Cody Mincy and the Ducks. Off the bat, that surely looked like a bloop single to right that would have at least made it a 1-run ball game. But Fields sliding in right was just able to come up with it. And Bernard robbed of a base hit for the second out of the inning. A dive in front, and Fields did just make that catch. So a huge second out, and now it'll be Juan Silverio, who's 0 for 3 against Mincy. First pitch, Silverio takes a fastball on the inside corner, strike number 1. Silverio reached on an error and scored in the first. He struck out swinging in the second and grounded to second in the fifth. The 0-1 fastball there for a strike. And Mincy quickly in front of Silverio at 0-2. Ballpark has started to fill in nicely as this game has worn on. Cody Mincy gets the sign and comes set. 0-2 on the way to the plate, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. Cody Mincy strikes out Juan Silverio to strand the bases loaded. He earns his second save of the year. This ball game is over, and the Ducks take game one of the single admission doubleheader 6-4 over the Sugar Land Skeeters to earn their 8th consecutive victory. Well, it got hairy for the Ducks in the 7th as Brandon Beachy walked the leadoff man. Cody Mincy gave up a couple of singles to load the bases with one out, but Daniel Fields makes a tremendous diving catch and right for the second out of the inning, and Juan Silverio strikes out on 3 pitches to give the Ducks the victory. In the 7th, no runs, 2 hits. The bases left loaded for the Skeeters. Brandon Beachy picks up his 5th win in as many starts with the flock. And the Ducks take game one of the Twin Bill. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a quick wrap-up of the game coming up after this. Ducks take the opener 6-4, rallying from 4 runs down to win it.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Clint Freeman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, it didn't come easy, but the Long Island Ducks win their 8th consecutive game. They fell behind 4-0, but rallied back with 3 runs in the second, 3 in the fourth. And Cody Mincy strands the bases loaded in the top of the 7th to earn his second save. The Ducks win it by the final count of 6-4. 8 consecutive victories for the flock, and they take the opening game of this doubleheader from the Skeeters. Quick wrap-up of the game for you before we'll take a break. In between games of the Twin Bill, Skeeters got out to a good start against right-hander Brandon Beachy as Winton Bernard doubled and Juan Silverio reached on an error off of Beachy. But after a strikeout from Zach Borenstein, Dennis Phipps tripled to left center field, past the reach of the diving Ray Fuentes to bring in 2 and give the Skeeters the lead. And then after a ground out to second by Albert Cordero that would have ended the inning if not for the error, DJ Peterson homered to left center. His 7th home run of the season, and Sugar Land had an early 4-0 lead. But the Ducks would bounce back against their former pitcher, Carlos Pimentel, who was with Long Island last year. In the second inning, the Ducks picked up 3 straight hits off of Pimentel, a single by Washington, an RBI double by Ramon Cabrera, and a single by Daniel Fields. Darby Myers would follow with a run-scoring fielder's choice to short, and Ray Fuentes would beat out an infield single to short, with Myers scoring from second on the play. He never stopped running. So a 3-run, 4-hit second for the flock, and they closed to within a run at 4-3. Then 2 innings later, the Ducks picked up a leadoff double by Ramon Cabrera, but after a ground out by Fields and a fly out by Myers that would leave it in the hands of Ray Fuentes with 2 outs, Fuentes obliged with the first pitch. He had a 2-run home run down the right field line, his 14th of the year, and that put the Ducks in front for the first time in the game 5-4. Vladimir Frias then singled, stole second, moved to third on a wild pitch, and scored on L.J. Mazzilli's RBI single to left. And so the Ducks had themselves a 6-4 lead at that point. Pimentel would keep the Ducks off the scoreboard over the next 2 innings, but Brandon Beachy would do the same. In fact, after the first inning, Beachy allowed just 2 singles from the second inning through the 6th inning, and the only runner to reach second was Winton Bernard. Then, in the 7th inning, Beachy came back out to try and finish it off. However, he walked the leadoff man, DJ Peterson. That would end his night. In relief came Cody Mincy as he was getting the closer role today with Pedro Beato unavailable. And Mincy would end up allowing a single to right to Anthony Ginsanti. He struck out Cody Stanley for the first out, but then gave up a base hit to left off the bat of Jason Martinson. So the Skeeters had the bases loaded with only 1 out, the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first. Daniel Fields would make a tremendous diving catch and right on a blooper by Winton Bernard for the 2nd out of the inning, and Juan Silverio would strike out on 3 pitches to end the ball game and give the Ducks the 6-4 win. Final totals from Game 1, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Ducks. They left a total of 5 on base. For the Skeeters, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left a total of 4 on base. The winning pitcher, Brandon Beachy, keeps his perfect record intact. He is now 5-0. Carlos Pimentel, the loss, he falls to 6-2 on the year. Cody Mincy with his 2nd save of the season. The game took 2 hours and 9 minutes here at Bethpage Ballpark. Time to hand out the player of the game honors for Game 1. I've got 2 guys that I'm going to have share it. Ray Fuentes, who was 2 for 3 at the plate with a homer, 3 RBIs, a run, and a walk. And you also have to give credit to Brandon Beachy for the job he did after the first inning to turn around and pitch 5 scoreless innings from that point on. So a good job by him. We'll call those 2 our players of the game. So that'll do it for our coverage here of Game 1 of the doubleheader. Again, we are going to step aside at Bethpage Ballpark, and we'll come back with a separate broadcast for Game 2. Again, looking ahead, the pitching matchup, it'll be Seth Simmons going for the Ducks in Game 2. He comes in at 7-8 with a 4.12 ERA. And it'll be Troy Scribner of the Skeeters in Game 2, 6-5 with a 3.50 ERA. Again, we'll have all the action for you right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, so stay tuned. We'll come back with all the action with a separate broadcast feed, but still here on liducks.com, Facebook Live, and youtube.com/DucksBaseball. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for joining me for Game 1. We'll be back in a short while for Game 2 of the doubleheader.